Parenting dummy.
Live.
Yep. Well, we're live.
Yeah,
We
we
are
are
live.
live.
I see the live sign right there. So welcome to the motherfucking Triple F show, guys. Over here we got Richard Pyle. What's his nickname now that we call him? The Rain Locker? The Rain Locker, Richard
The Rain
Pyle.
Locker.
Walker pile.
Then we
The
got
Rain-
Scotty D. The Scotty D over there. Mr. Heel himself, Scott Davis.
The one and only villain.
And then, of course, you can see me at Al Presidente 24 on Twitter or Mr. Stoner Bro himself, Al Ruiz. Well, so what's going on, guys? How's your weekend going?
Tiring.
Tired? Yeah.
Honestly, can't complain. I mean, got a couple kids. One's acting a fool, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? When your little boy looks over and says, "Hey, are we still gonna watch wrestling tonight?" You know, you just kind of get warmth in the heart.
Yeah, we just want to say our prayers and condolences to your uncle, Scott. We know what you missed the last show, so thanks for coming on this week. But yeah, prayers and thoughts to your
Family.
to your uncle. Honestly, man. So this first part of the show is going to be all Scott Davis rants. It's about Money in the Bank. We missed his fucking rants. Honestly, I mean, we missed it.
We already laid into it.
Yeah. So Scotty, here we go. We're gonna try to go match by match if we can. But the Bludgeon Brothers
in the garbage.
Completely garbage.
Money in the garbage. That pay-per-view?
Yeah, that pay-per-view.
Pretty much that's what Vince McMahon and all of them did. We take a bunch of fucking money and throw it in the fucking trash. Legitimately. I don't even want to go match by fucking match. Honestly, I don't. Because this card was booked so pathetically and so horribly. It's not even fucking worth talking about, in my opinion. At some point, us as fans, when are we going to stop tuning into this shit? When are we going to stand up as a crowd and be like, you know, it's a sad day in hell when fucking TNA or Impact Wrestling is putting out better shows than WWE? Now, I understand that my flavor and taste of wrestling be a little more higher level than most of the humanoids out there. I get it. You know, I do. I understand that on the level of the face fans, that I may not even know what I'm talking about. But that's okay because I don't worry about brain dead zombie followers. I don't care about that. What I care about is the true fans that talk, and unlike these fucking face fan idiots. All right, but we're gonna get back onto this subject. All right, we got the Bludgeon Brothers. First of all, why do we even have a group called the Bludgeon Brothers? Why? Why? At what point in our society and in wrestling today does this gimmick even fit anymore? I am so sick of these comic book bullshit gimmicks being forced down my throat. Oh my god, there's two dudes coming out with skull masks on and a fucking fake hammer with a giant Thor fucking boom top. We all must believe that they're the strongest and greatest. Are you fucking kidding me? If I was Poplar and Warren, I would walk the fuck off and give them a contract off. Seriously, that's what they're gonna do with you guys? Really? You know, and the Good Brothers, man, they're being used like fucking trash. Great fucking. But then again, what do we expect? Because we all knew that Vince McMahon didn't even know that he was this. How are you going to start a guy's career and not know when you hire him who he is? Since we're not the more AJ Styles, are you fucking kidding me? Thank God this feud is over. Because WWE has given us such a. Say it for me now. You need a Barkley.
Which one you want? You want? Oh!
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But terrible fucking matches. If you face that want to get on the internet and type in the computers in your mother's basement and say, what a great performance that WWE has put off. I indulge you, sirs. I ask you to please tune in to YouTube and put on your brains for 1 friggin' minute and watch a New Japan Pro Wrestling match in the two of them. Even the highlights. Even the fucking highlights. But no, you won't, because you're so brainwashed by sucking Vince McMahon's. Yeah, the senses got me on that one. Fucking, like, you don't understand to pull your head out of fucking Triple H's ass far enough to see the reality of where the wrestling industry has gone in America today. And it's a bad state. And money
Oh
in
man,
it.
I want to hear you about Carmella.
Oh, my lovely ex-wife. Bring it, Cass. Bring it, Tess. I mean, Big Cass, not Tess. My bad. Legitimately, like, you're gonna bring in Nuke again? Again, we're gonna bring Ellsworth. Why? Because fans started tuning off, not watching. Lots of them because we took James Ellsworth off the air, right? That makes sense.
I believe that's where you start. She can't wrestle. You can't wrestle chances whenever she comes out. You can't wrestle.
I'm just happy to look at her. I give a shit left down in the ring. She ain't got none. She ain't got none. There's no talent at all. She has like 3 basic fucking moves that she can do. And the rest of the
She did 5. If I counted her, she did 5. She did 5.
Oscar, one of the best fucking wrestlers WWE has right now in the women's division. Go back to NXT. Please, Oscar, go back to NXT and meet again. Go somewhere where you're actually going to use and not wiped out for the likes of Carmella or Sasha fucking Junk Banks. Are you kidding me? If she wasn't Snoop Dogg's relation, she wouldn't be on WWE right now. Plain and fucking simple. Bailey, are you fucking kidding me? Hell, I ain't a hugger, but even I smacked this bitch if she tried to hug me. She's so damn annoying. I do not condone violence towards women, people. Before you internet troll warriors, oh my God, Scotty Jesus, that's violence. He's just a mean person. Fuck yourself and your mother while you're at it. All right, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is very simply that I'm tired of seeing this bullshit. Which is why I barely even watch it anymore. I don't even tune into the live SmackDown or Raw shows, guys. I don't. I watch it on fucking Hulu where I can fast forward through the bullshit. That's how bad they've been a lifelong WWE fan. Back from the 80s, they were the WWF, all the way up into the early 2000s when they took the E out. When they got the F out, because, you know, the Panda sued them and Panda won. Vince McMahon's got all this goddamn giant fucking Panda on a freaking eucalyptus fucking tree, freaking sues them, and all of a sudden, boom, Wildlife Foundation now gets their fucking name. A little bit stupid, yeah. But, I mean, especially on a company that was based off animalistic wrestlers' name. Do we not remember George the Animal Steel people? Animal from LOD? Just saying. These are the names that come to mind. But legitimately, I sit here and I do that. I talk all this shit about WWE, honestly. But yet, we all still tune in to watch it. They're doing something right. What they're doing is they're putting on such crappy shows that we can't believe it. So we're tuning in every week just to see how much more crappy we can get. He goes to VKM. The problem
is something to bash throughout the week. So we gotta have something to bash every weekend and week out.
Pretty much. And these face fans are going online saying how we don't know wrestling. Whatever. Let me explain something to you, face fans, right? From 1985 to current time, I have been watching wrestling. I started with my daddy at a very young age, and I continue to watch up. All right. I don't sit here and pretend to know something about something I don't know, and I do not profoundly speak out of my fucking ass like friggin' Byron Saxton does every week on Monday Night Raw. All right. When I come to you and I say that this is garbage, I come to you from an experience of watching matches like Cactus Jack and Vader, or Sting and Muda, or Flair and Sting, or Steamboat. You know, I come from the days of good actual wrestling, which is one of the reasons why I prefer New Japan Pro Wrestling, ROH, the indie scene right now over WWE. Because we're getting nothing cinematic, rip off, garbage. Everything they're doing, they're stealing from these other companies, people. Newsflash, you know if you want a fucking face fan. Fuck face fans.
So I guess that leads us into the Raw and SmackDown. First, we're going to cover Raw. It was hot for the first minute. You know, Rousey getting suspended. And then we get the news about Sami Zayn torn rotator cuff. Then Kevin Owens trying to be friends with Braun Strowman, but he's actually friends with Finn Balor. I guess that Finn Balor match and Braun Strowman knocked some sense into him. But dude, it's just another frustrating Monday Night Raw, and it proved why the Money in the Bank went to the Raw brand.
I was not that upset with Raw. I thought it was. Now, was it great? No. Was it good? No. But was it a notch above what they put out for the Go Home show a week ago? Absolutely. I mean, like you said, I love the Ronda Rousey segment, one of the funniest segments they've done in years. And then you suspend her for 30 days for what? My guess is to throw her off TV for a while. Keep her in the Performance Center. You don't want to overexpose her in the ring, because then that's what my main wild guess is for that one. But I wasn't overly upset with Raw, but I wasn't overly impressed either. Like I said, it was better than what it was a couple weeks ago. So,
Seth Rollins' injury real or not?
No, because he's already re-invoked his rematch clause. It's him and Dolph again on Monday night.
So I just want to touch on the Rousey thing real quick. It's an obvious storyline ploy. They're trying to take away from the Stone Cold heat that Stone Cold used to get versus Vince McMahon. They're going to do it now. And I'm assuming they're going to bring Stephanie back in, is what my big guess is. Ronda's not going to serve the 30-day. She's not going to. It's not a real suspension. It's a fake suspension, people. She didn't really hit Kurt Angle with a briefcase and tell him, "I thought you were my friend." Yes, she said that, but she wasn't really hitting people. This is all a play in order to gain back into Ronda. And an all-out bout is going to end up with Ronda and Bliss in a feud, and it's going to end up with Ronda at the end taking the title, I truly believe, by SummerSlam. As for the Seth Rollins injury, I've seen this play out before in the early 2000s with wrestlers, whereas they have to drop their belt because of an injury, and then they come back in and they do a rematch match because, well, if you don't, you have an incident like with Finn Balor right now in the Universal title where all the real fans are out there going, well, what the fuck? Why isn't he getting his rematch? He never had his rematch. And I'm thinking, and you look at Big Show. Prime example recently, Big Show. Big Show had Braun Strowman steer him through that cage in order to sell a hip surgery that he needed to have done. This was, what, last year or the year before that? It was written in first September. Yeah. So I'm thinking if there is an injury on stuff, that it has to do with something like this with storyline. Like we didn't know Sami Zayn was going to have rotacup surgery until he had it too successfully. He had 2 World Cups prepared successfully, and now he's out for WrestleMania next year. We didn't know about those injuries until he made his tweet. And same with the Big Show. We didn't know Big Show was going in for hip surgery until Big Show made the announcement. And they sold it as part of the storyline to keep Braun going. Make him stronger. Same deal's going on, I think.
I got something on my mind that I got to get off real quick before Al takes over on his thing. Does it bother anyone else that, like, if Constable Corbin and fucking Corporate Kane are the exact same fucking gimmick? Did they really not expect true fans to figure out, hey, you're running with this fucking storyline again? I mean, seriously.
I think it would have been better to say that he was Kurt fucking older son. At least unlike Jason Jordan with a bald head, he looks like a mini Kurt.
But I mean, seriously though, it was just like Constable Corbin and Corporate Kane, because somebody said he's out there wrestling in his fucking suit. It's a goddamn freaking Corporate Kane all over again, and they're trying to push Baron Corbin that way. That's why I know when you said Stephanie and Triple H are coming back because of Constable Corbin.
You know,
low key, my man in the suit in the ring.
I know, that was crazy, right?
Million times better wrestler. If y'all don't know who Loki is, check him out. He's done some really good work in TNA, some really good work in ROH, and a lot of indie scene work too. He was one of TNA's actually main X Division wrestlers back for a while. And I'm telling you right now, when he came back in the suit, I bitched about him. I did. I'll admit it. I was like, why the fuck is he wrestling? But when I read the story behind who was wrestling in the suit, it all made sense. When you looked at it from a real fan's perspective and not a face fan perspective, and being in that suit in the ring and the story and reasons behind it all made sense. But that's the original, in my opinion, man in the suit. Unless you want to talk about the Briscoe brothers back in the day when they came out as the Stooges. But then they were most of the time in their sweatsuits, so
Yeah.
it
What was
goes
gonna?
with that rip-off style.
Yeah, man. It's just on a 10-star level. What do you rate the Raw?
I have to give it on a 10-star level.
Yeah, out of 10. We're
Well,
not Dave Meltzer.
On a 1 to 5, I only gave it a 2.2. So, what does that equal out
So
percentage-wise in a 10?
So that's like a 4.2.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, it did not get. I did not get a good rating from me. Like I said, I would
Yes.
not put anything.
Five is average. Remember, 5 is average.
I
Yeah.
give it a 5. I thought it was an average show. Not great, not bad. So
Same here. I gave it around the 4 or 5, the 4.5, 5 range. Raw. But before we get, we're going to go into SmackDown. But before we get into SmackDown, the big news out of before SmackDown even started was we glided up was big cat. I'll wait till you're done.
You hear that?
Yeah.
My bad. Hold on. I thought with the headset, people couldn't hear my voice no more. That's what I get for buying Beats earbuds. Hold on.
No, because it was just like, like that. I'll burn myself. But SmackDown, we heard that Big Cass got fired. And reasons is some grabbing Carmella's arm, being drunk on the European tour, knocking the door out of the tour bus on the European tour, not being happy with the results of going on with his outcome of it. So you think he has that 90 days compete clause, so non-compete clause. So Rich, we're gonna go from Rich to Scott. Rich, what do you think about the Big Cass firing and the things that are coming out of it?
apparently he's not over Carmella. This was a couple that had bought a house together and then they broke up, and then you see him getting into a heated argument with a 205 Live announcer. So it's just like, really, dude? Maybe that's why he was drinking on tour, because he's still not over Mella. But, it is what it is, man. I mean, I always think that he's going to go to New Japan or Ring of Honor or Impact. And I thought he had a great match at Money in the Bank, considering what we've seen from him in the past. Maybe that was more Daniel Bryan, but I don't know, man. It is what it is. Kind of like now you look at Enzo Amore, and now Big Cass is gone, and I was like the hottest tag team coming out of NXT, and how quickly the tables have turned on them guys.
Yeah, you can't teach.
You made me spit water. Yeah, Rich. When you said him going to New Japan, literally when I turned that way, I was spitting water. I laughed so hard.
I really think he's going to wind up on Impact, though. I think Impact would be perfect for him.
Yeah, they did great with Jokley. They got him over. They're already trying in the independent leagues right now to team up Cass and Enzo again, which I think is funny, though, because the last podcast I heard of fucking Crapso talking was his exact words was that Big Cass was a bitch, and that he bitched out on his match, and that he didn't have any fucking hot or anything like that. So you got a small fucking nigga that my dog probably weighs more than, talking shit about a guy who at least has wrestling talent, just doesn't know how to use it. But that's common. But I want to touch on him getting kicked out of fired from WWE. He was drunk on the tour bus, as stated. The report states that he went into the bathroom. The lax was busted. We all know that wrestlers rib each other all the time. Well, one of the ribs is locking people in the bathroom on the tour bus. How funny is that? Like a grown ass big man
on the inside, not the outside.
Well, he thought that they had locked it from the outside somehow. Again, he was fucking drunk. We all know how dumbass alcoholics think. All right, let's be honest.
That's why I don't drink, bro.
Exactly.
Stupid shit like that.
Why I quit drinking. But no, friggin', you know, so he kicked out the door. Okay, well, you know what? You were a drunk idiot. We can let that go. Now you're gonna go threaten your fucking ex's best friend because you don't like how they're talking. That's not okay, dude. You're twice his fucking side. You're twice his fucking jack, and you're trying to intimidate. That's like JBL giving fucking Ronald shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, stop picking on the little guys, people. You know, but legitimately, it's a sad situation. It really is. It seems like this relationship with Carmella and their breakup, along with this injury, has just sent him on a downward spiral. Almost like in my mindset of, well, who do I always refer him to? Yes.
Yeah.
The same thing.
The problem with me about Cass is him complaining about his status in the company, like he thinks he's a fucking star that he always says he is. But dude, you're fighting Daniel Bryan, where they're trying to elevate this motherfucker to the main event of WrestleMania. You came from NXT 2 years ago, and you're complaining where you are at in the business, bro. Honestly, like you're complaining that you're gonna lose the top babyface each week. Why? Because he's smaller than you, and that's your only thing that you have, and you didn't like that. And then the reason, and it sucks because he was, and that's also what I read is that he was going to be the first one eliminated in the gauntlet match, and so he was just like, no, I'm going to be not. It's like, dude, Vince McMahon is the boss. You can't argue against the boss. It's one way or the other way, bro. It's one way or get the highway. Go home. That's what he would tell you. Go home and look at Ryback. He did that to Ryback. And where's Ryback now? You know?
I get Big Cass thinking them. I do. Because I want to put this out there to you. Kudos to Big Show back when he was the Giant in WCW for putting Little Rey Mysterio over as a big man. Because as a big man wrestler, you are built on your side. You are built on your ability to destroy smaller opponents. Andre the Giant's biggest seller was a Giant. You couldn't beat the Giant. The Giant was too strong, too big, too mean to beat. And that is their thing for being a big guy. So losing week after week after week after week, whether it's Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio, or Barry fucking Horowitz. For those of you that don't know, Barry Horowitz was one of the greatest jobbers of all time back in the 80s and 90s. He was a wrestling Jew, and I think he won a tag team title with Marty Jannetty once, maybe the IC belt. I can't remember. But
I love how Scott just subtly takes shots at face fans.
You know, I just put it
Barry
out there.
Horowitz was a wrestler back in the early 80s and 90s, for those that didn't know.
I just like to put it out there. That way the face fans can stay with the conversation. Because I've already lost them about a half mile back anyways. That's why they made the fucking lets. But anyways.
Continue your point, Scott.
Again, it just comes right down to it. For a big guy to continuously lose to a little dude. You know what? If you're going to have him lose in a DQ once in a while.
Yeah.
Have him get the hell out of him out in the ring.
And I give you that.
You know, but Cass also came where him and Enzo were fucking stars, dude. Him and Enzo as a team were going to be the next big guy team in WWE. They were being groomed to be that. They were being fed and pumped into their head. This is the point of WWE creating bigger superstars in people's minds than actually creating out of the athlete. Look, Cass was an awesome mid-card guy. He was. And rest his soul. That's what, he passed away. But he was a great mid-card wrestler. Was he somebody you were going to tune in to see in the main event? Fuck no. Was he somebody you were going to miss if he wasn't on the air? No. And Cass, honestly, is the same deal. Nobody cared why Big Cass was gone but Big Cass. He's the only one that cared. Maybe there was a few face fans out there like, oh my God, we loved him. He was the greatest. He can only do the big foot and the leg up like, but he is the greatest.
Dude, he had the Empire, but I do agree with you on that, Scott. I do really think that booking really screwed him up,
Right.
and it's just like you cannot lose every week. I understand that, but if you're gonna do that route, you should just give him on jobbers talent. You know, just
Agreed.
give him jobbers and do squash matches to build him that reputation where you can't get beaten like for that time for Daniel Bryan. They just made him look weak from the beginning, and I kind of, I do get, but then again, Vince is your boss, and you got to do what your boss tells you.
But if you want to do it for the better of the company,
the midget thing was a line crosser for today. For today's game. The midget thing was a big one.
Oh, that started it all.
Yeah.
But I will say this, though. If you're going to do something for the better of the company, you're going to do what Vince wants. You got to think more about what you're going to do for the company, not about what you're going to do for yourself. Because the whole purpose of putting Kaz and Daniel Bryan together was getting Daniel Bryan back beating some relatively, lower heel cards. And that's what his job was. He didn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, this is the rise of Daniel Bryan. He's part of on that plane ticket,
But Daniel Bryan was the past, and he's supposed to be the next big thing. They were building him up when he was coming back. When they were talking to him, they were building him up. We're gonna put you in the world title picture. We're gonna have you arrested. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna do this for you, dude. And then they bring him back, and you're getting your ass whooped week after week by Daniel Bryan. Don't get me wrong. Daniel Bryan is an amazing wrestler. He's Mr. fucking Indie. Don't get me wrong on that. I love DP.
You gotta blame Road Dogg or whoever was booking that, Hayes or somebody, whoever was booking that. Yeah, it was crap, but it is what it is. But you should not be acting like he's the fucking face of the company when you're not.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but then again, we're going on to SmackDown, and then Rich, and in our discussion on our chat in the FF show chat that we have, you were saying that this was a pretty damn good SmackDown.
I liked it. I loved the New Day segment. The Gauntlet match, Rusev Day. Hey, Rusev finally got a push. He is going to get a title shot. May not get the title, but they'd be stupid enough. Vince would be dumb enough not to put it on Rusev as much as people chant Rusev Day. That's what makes me really upset about what the WWE decides to do. Like, oh, Rusev's over. They don't see that. It's like I'm still pissed at Elias to not win that damn U.S. title from Seth Rollins. So, but I liked it, man. I thought it was a solid SmackDown. It was better than Raw for the second straight week.
Yep. Scott.
I was just looking up some stats on Rusev very quick. I actually did not become a fan of Rusev until earlier this year. I'm not gonna lie, he's one of the few heels I really didn't like. I felt like he got way too much of a push, way too quick. I think they put the belt on him way too early. I think they did a bunch of shit with Rusev they shouldn't have done. I think for beginning the whole stupid Russian bullshit Bulgarian gimmick, like that to me was just so dated for 1980s. That was Colonel Adolphi and friggin' the Sheik and the Iranian guys. That was their thing. I don't know. I never really dug it. Especially with today's social media, like I understand it's a story and a gimmick and bat, but legitimately, when I can Google you and see that you live in Texas, the whole Bulgarian whatever. I mean, I guess he is from Bulgaria. I don't know. I don't know that much.
What do you think? What do you think he's going to travel from Bulgaria to SmackDown on a daily basis?
Well, come on, man. I mean, like, if you've lived in America long enough, though, bro, you're not going to talk like that. You know what I mean? I feel like he sense it so much, it's almost an insult to the Bulgarian people.
You flipped it on us, bro.
This guy's playing the perfect heel for us tonight.
Heel gone face. Heel gone face.
I mean, yeah, on SmackDown we got pretty cool things. We got Sanity debuting, and they had a little encounter with nice little, what is it, introduction squash? I don't know, like introduction interference that they got. I'm kind of hoping that's dope. I'm just waiting when they're going to bring up Nikki Cross, but I'm hearing that Nikki Cross is getting a little big, huge push at NXT. She might even come over now. It might make her. The Good Brothers and the Bludgeon Brothers had their rematch. That was actually a pretty good match, even though it was bullshit that the Bludgeon Brothers run. But yeah, that's how it's going. And then what else? And Jeff Hardy showed out as the Willow or whatever he was trying to be.
What the fuck is he gonna be? Is he coming out as Willow, Brother Nero? Is he just acid out again? Like, what the fuck's going on here, people?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's something new. He likes the face paint. You know.
Can somebody tell the Iconics not to get on the mic anymore? It's not the fact that they're annoying. It's the fact that when they're talking, like they don't even get boos or cheers or nothing. Like the fans are looking at them like, really? We got to sit here and listen to you run your mouth for 10 minutes about nothing?
Hey, you do not talk about my 7th and 8th future ex-wives like that, okay?
She's already yelled at me for this, Rich. I've already told them that I think they suck on the fucking mic.
Okay?
They do suck on the mic.
I'm not hearing their jabber. I'm just looking at them. Okay?
It doesn't matter. I even said they were trash on the mic.
Right?
I'm saying, be nice. Be nice. They're my future ex-wives. Be nice.
They're nice to look at, but they're horrible on the mic.
The Good Brothers.
Hey, they play perfect. They play a good heel though, as a duo.
Bros, how you gonna have the Bludgeon Brothers win that match?
Like Al just said that like 10 seconds ago. Shit, dude, it's bullshit. That's bullshit. I guess we're just NJPW biased, and we just want to go. Is that it? Is that it? Because I'm just like, they are so much better, and then you're making them look like crap, and I'm like, they're not crap. Let Carl Anderson run the whole. Let Carl Anderson work
better. That New Japan is better. My 6-year-old looked me in the eyes and legitimately said to me, I don't like WWE as much as I like this wrestling. Referring to Pro Wrestling, referring to ROH, referring to WCW 80s to mid-90s.
Down.
He likes the early WWF.
Our mascot's trying to get in the picture.
But he can't understand. Him, at 6 years old, doesn't like today's gimmick-ass bullshit wrestling WWE putting out. What does that say?
I guess it's just
a smart kid. I think so.
Why are they doing that to the Usos, though, man? Putting the Usos in a squash match to put Sam to be over. The Usos might have been buried. That pisses me off.
I have a feeling that they're doing something really big for the tag team. You know, that's what my
action. They're talking
I think
back.
And I think they should. Factions would help. I don't think like what New Japan has like 4 factions and stuff. I don't think they should do that. You only have your 2 factions, and then everybody else is, you know, whatever.
Now hear me out real quick. Hear me out before I forget the suck. I'm pretty stuck. Friggin'. So Sandy comes in, right, and they keep beating the fuck out of the Usos. I mean, destroying them. Okay. 2 pay-per-views go in, and they keep getting beat up. This time it leads in, you hear him on the phone going, all right, Us, we got you if you got us. Family. But match goes on. Sandy's out talking shit. We're going to do what we do every time. You got you on the mic talking shit, right? And then you got the Usos coming out, and then they cut a fucking promo. And bam, Woman's music hits. He comes out to the stage, finally does his fucking shoot turn promo, comes down, goes up, bam, there's the second faction on SmackDown.
Hey, you know what, though? That's a beautiful setup, but Vince does not give a flying fuck about anything, so that will never happen.
Why we need to apply for jobs.
So
You know,
yeah,
you can do a contact the WWE thing. They have a contact page, and then it specifically says, "Do not send us any storyline ideas. We do not want to hear them." So well, maybe you should hear them from somebody because your writing sucks right now.
Yeah.
like, I mean, the WWE sent me an email about their WWE network, and they wanted my feedback. So I graciously gave them my feedback. My feedback says that I am 4 months away of canceling your product because your product is terrible. If I don't get
Oh,
a
I don't know. I'm not blaming the network.
if I don't get a discount on the network because of your terrible product, I'm not gonna resubscribe, and I'm gonna be watching your shit on YouTube.
I gotta check my email. I fucking gotta see if I got one.
Sincerely, lost fan, Stoner Bro. Oh man.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
no.
dude, it's just
There's one
SmackDown. So on the rate of a 10 scale again, like I said, we're not Dave Meltzer. We're going on a 10. Scott, what do you rate it?
3.5.
A what? A 3.5? I gave it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was good, not great. It's above average.
I gave it a 5.5. It was a little bit better than Raw, but it's WWE programming. Although the booking has gotten a lot better, and I'm wondering if that's Tyson Kidd booking.
Right.
And Road Dogg went to Raw.
What do we have again?
We're going with Kevin
Shane
Dunn.
Kevin Dunn is one of the highest paid motherfuckers in that company. Seriously, for the shit he puts out, they pay him the most fucking money. They pay him more than Brock.
Yeah. It's crazy. So the question is, which was better, SmackDown or Ross? With the one where Rollins went in for an hour.
SmackDown.
Why? What do you? So you're saying that the Raw one when Rollins went for an hour wasn't good as SmackDown's?
What, Seth Rollins went, or who was it that went? I think it was Seth Rollins went almost the whole way. Yes, if you take Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan and look at who performed it better, Daniel Bryan's chest was fucked up again. Like his shit looked like hamburger meat. That's what I want to say. I want to see the blood, the gore, and stuff like that. I'm not biased or anything because my favorite superstar on SmackDown is obviously Rusev, but I still love the Gauntlet match. I thought it was well done, especially with the Bludgeon Brothers' little swerve at the end there.
Yeah, with the Miz.
With how they come out there and did their finisher on Daniel Bryan, and then the Miz comes out and takes advantage of that. Makes you wonder where that's going to go from here.
Well, there's an eyeball of the Bludgeon Brothers as he was coming to the ring, and he interrupted their exit. So he kind of had it coming. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it was you could see that coming. You could see something was happening. It's just another easy build-up to Miz and Daniel Bryan SummerSlam, then going into, Royal Rumble and all that. I think this is the rivalry that you're going to see him wrestle out all 4 big shows. Instead of just...
I think that's what the fans want.
Yeah, and so it's a good thing. You gave it a 3.5. I gave it a 5.5, so that was SmackDown. And then we're going to go on Impact. I didn't get to watch Impact this last couple nights, because I've been watching World Cup soccer and going to work. So you guys take it away on the Scott, Impact. What happened?
Honestly, I've only got the first hour in.
Rich, what happened?
Watch, so.
Sami Callahan went to his house. I'll give you the clip notes. Callahan went to his house to see his wife. No one was there. He saw him there, and he's like, "This is all your fault." So apparently, Sami Callahan had a breakdown.
No, Eddie Edwards.
Broke a mirror, and I was like,
Eddie Edwards did.
Eddie Edwards
went to the house, and went home. His wife wasn't there. His family was all gone. All the stuff was moved out. So you're jogging my memory now. He came up and he looked in the mirror, and then he saw Sami, one of the greatest villains out there today, in the mirror, and then he attacked the mirror, and he went nuts. And I'll let you take over.
But yeah, I think the then you had Falaba and KM. Is that his name?
Yeah, when he read the note.
Yeah, when he read the note, it was just like, seriously, that shit was funny as hell.
And
I
then
was
he
like,
showed it. He showed the note so everybody saw that was exactly what was
Yeah.
wrote. for
and
him
then
to read.
in the very end, he's like, I'm going to give you the standby because I got a wrestler on standby, so everybody thinks it's Richard Justice. Winds up being Big Papa Punk, comes out there and takes it to KM, and you're like, whoa!
That was
So,
kinda cool.
and then the main event was Phantasmo or
Fantismo?
what's Phantasmo? I can never pronounce her names. And
El Hijo de Fantismo. Ay.
Phantasmo and the former TNA champion or the former Impact champion, somebody
Dragon?
junior,
Pentagon.
versus OBE, and they attacked the hell out. Like Sami Callihan went off on him and beat the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, they took the fucking mask and fucking
Ripped it, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Off
brutal.
of Pentagon too. Off of Pentagon.
Yeah,
They didn't get it
Pentagon
off
Jr.
him, they ripped it. He they got right on there and they fucking just
If it
I'm not
wasn't
happy
for
they didn't expose his face though. They were respectful
Pentagon
about
Jr. is my guy. Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix are pretty good.
but they respected it though, you know what I mean? They didn't expose his face. They respected
and
it.
Madison Rain is going to challenge the Dead Bride at Slammiversary for the Knockouts champion. We found that out last night or Thursday night. She came out and did a whole little speech, and she's going to face the Knockouts. LAX, new tag team champs, but they got the whole thing with Conan and King. Conan basically told King, he said, "If I found out you had anything to do with it, that's your ass." Which I still think King did have something to do with it, because Conan apparently see the backstories that TNA have like that. I think they're more intriguing than anything else in wrestling right now. That's just how I feel. I think you got so many backstories outside of the rivalries. It's just been phenomenal the way they've been booking. So, Scott, what are you giving it out of 10? Impact last night.
7.
I'm about an 8. I actually,
7.
Leroy, I'm giving it an 8. I thought it was an awesome Impact. Stop.
I'm not going to give it a rating because I didn't see it yet, but I did see New Japan Pro Wrestling on Access TV, and it was the Battle of the Super Juniors final. That's the 5-star match between Hiromu Takahashi and Bone Soldier Yujiri Ishimori. And by God, that match was great. There's a couple few cool spots in that match. One of them was Takahashi got caught up on the middle ropes, and then you see Ishimori running. He slides, and then he German suplexes him from the ropes down onto the thing, up in there. Up, it goes down to the floor, does this little flex pose, and then gets back in the ring. We had 2 double hurricanes right after another from each guy. This match was fucking good for a cruiserweight, heavy super junior, for a junior weight, junior heavyweight title. It was really good, fast pace. Your takes on it?
I actually have not yet seen it yet. I meant to watch it today, and I ended up cutting grass all day. So I'm going to try and watch it tomorrow.
Richard is being a Mexican for today.
All Presidente views and statements do not necessarily represent all the statements.
Not racist. I'm Mexican. I said it. Not racist because I'm Mexican and it's not, and I said it.
It's like,
Once again, I repeat.
I'm not,
Get in trouble for that
shit. Scott, did you watch it?
I saw the pay-per-view. That was the one before last, right? We discussed this next in our part of the end. It was
the big event before Dominion, the Super Juniors.
That was the one where the dude slipped off the ropes and shit, right?
Yeah, where he's going for where he went. Yeah, they went into the crowd and he drop kicked them in the crowd and he landed back. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
That was that fucking match. But I swear to fuck me, and I hope I'll have a heart attack half the time I watch these matches, because they legitimately look like they're gonna kill each other.
Yeah.
But they don't give two fucks over in Japan, man. You'll be chilling up on the top rope, minding your own business and shit, and you see no powerbomb through a fucking table. Off the top rope. No fucks given. Oh,
So-
table didn't break, not a problem. We're gonna climb back up, dude. Stay on the table. Jump down on you. Oh, didn't break again. Hold on, gonna do this one more time. Jump back up, jump down on you. Table don't break. You just gonna fold into the table. That's Cody. Cody Rhodes can tell you all about it. That was back when he fought Ibushi. When he was laid out on the table, picked up on him.
Who was that? Oh shit!
Because that was a brutal fucking stunt.
Yeah, dude. I don't. I'm trying to remember. I don't. Oh fuck! Can't even remember on that.
It was Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, I don't even know who it was, but it was a. Dave Meltzer said it was a 5-star match. Did you agree?
I pretty much give it almost every match I see there are 4 or 5. So yeah.
For those face fans that are not yet see New Japan, it is the best promotion out there right now. There, I said it. You've probably been waiting on me for an eternity to say it.
We've been waiting on this dude for saying it for 2 years. 2.
The walk it for 2 years.
Dude, since Wrestle Kingdom 11.
Finally, come to the dark side.
I know.
Welcome to WCW.
So that's our New Japan Pro Wrestling review. But there's this one wrestler that passed away that had wrestled in all the promotions. In New Japan, he was called Big Van Vader. In WWE and WCW, you know, as Vader, he would come out. It's Vader time. We're gonna just reflect on a Vader tribute here. I know Scott has a lot to say about Vader, so Scott, you have the floor, and then after that, Rich, go ahead.
So, I don't know, but I know a lot like Rich. I grew up with WCW, NWA. That was the promotions that I watched a lot. WWF at the time really only had like a Saturday morning show, and a Sunday night and a Saturday night show. And if you were real young, you couldn't stay up and watch it, you know. But WCW, you could watch at 6 o'clock on PBS weekly. And I just remember this monstrous creation coming out and having this helmet with all these tubes. And
He looked like the devil.
Oh, it was horrifying. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. He was just this big monster that came in, and he moved so agile and so quickly. It was just crazy.
He's the original Kane before Kane.
Yeah. He was like, he had this fucking weird ass dominatrix kind of mask thing going, dog mask thing. I don't know. He'd bark at you, man. He'd throw up the 4 fingers. And, you know, you were just fucking, as a kid, you were enthralled. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? You know? He was an all-time great villain. I still remember that Bash at the Beach fucking promo they cut when they did that little video there with Sting and Vader came in there and he crushed the basketball and Bulldog was running with some people and they were coming in to invade the beach. The bad guys were trying to blow up Hogan's boat. And if you didn't watch WCW back in the day, you probably wouldn't get the reference. But it was a hell of a little promo they cut, you know? It had Colonel Parker in it. Like, it had a lot of the great memories from the early 90s and the 80s. But I remember seeing him fight guys like Cactus Jack and just watching the beauty of them all the way over to Germany. Cactus Jack had that box neck hang of the ropes, and when he fell through it, he ripped his fucking ear off. So they had Vader carrying around the pouch around his neck, claiming it was the bronze fucking ear of friggin' Cactus Jack. Like, that was genius. And the way he sold that storyline. Him versus Sting. Some of the greatest fucking big versus medium guy matches you'll ever see. And he put Sting over. He didn't have to. He could have destroyed him.
He was one of those first guys that really big to do a moonsault.
Yes. one of the most agile big men at the time. He was the giant before the giant, if you get that reference. When the giant came over to WCW in the early 90s, he was a giant, big, agile dude. He would do drop kicks, jump off the top rope. Like, he was so agile. It was crazy the moves he could do. And then as he got older, you know, of course, he got bigger and lost the agility. But Vader was the original big dude. He's the dude that opened it up for people like Bam Bam Bigelow and the Giant. I mean, he made it so you actually believe the big guy could actually be.
You could put Kevin Owens in that little area. Like, you could see like Hugh Morris, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Vader, and Kevin Owens. Those big guys that are very athletic that you don't expect that they're athletic.
Do you remember Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
Him and Shawn put on some good matches too. Another agile wrestler. I mean, the guy brought so much talent to the ring, and he was one of the biggest, sweetest, nicest men in real life. You know,
and remember, he was a football player too. One of the very first football players to ever become wrestlers.
Did you guys ever see him in Boy Meets World?
Yeah, that was what I was going to reference. He played Ethan Suplee's dad.
Yeah.
Ethan Suplee was one of the bullies on Boy Meets World, and that was one of my favorite Vader moments. Was when he showed us like, holy crap! It's like, it's like, oh man, it's Big Bad Vader's on Boy Meets World. He did a
twice. I think
it was like twice. I think it was 4. I think he started with 4 episodes.
Yeah, because I remember they brought.
I have the series here. I can look it up and fucking find out for
us. It says right here he's on 4. I was actually on his Wikipedia.
I remember when they had him go in, he brought all his trophies and fucking belts to put in the trailer park, so it would look like he was, you know what I mean, like actually lived in the trailer park, just to kind of sell it like he was back stream indie wrestler. But the guy was awesome, man.
He was Francis Albert Leslie Frankie Stachino. He was in the Thriller and Phila, New Friends and Old, 16 Candles, and the 400-Pound Men. So it was 3 episodes, not 4.
Yeah, because I remember. Yeah, that's right. Because and then I always got to say bring up the Boy Meets World. Also, that's when I remember him. But the one thing, like later, what I realized is he had one of the most everywhere he went. He always had a fabulous debut. And the most perfect one that he ever had was in New Japan Pro Wrestling when it was Riki Soshu and his tag partner. Then something happened and Antonio Inoki came on the mic, said something, and then Riki Choshu comes out and brings Big Van Vader, puts the mask on, had that helmet, takes it off, and then it just fucking steams comes out, and then boom, and then he squashes Antonio Inoki in 5 minutes, and then they started this fantastic rivalry. If you want to see, like, they pretty much went shoot for shoot on each other on that match. And
how about when he popped his fucking eye out over there versus Stan Hansen?
Yeah, and he put it back in.
I miss Sam Houston.
He finished the match. He finished the match. Imagine today someone's eye getting popped out in the fucking ring. Imagine how that would end.
That's crazy.
Stop and pop it back in and finish the fucking match. They ain't got a heart like that. No, they're gonna fucking boo-hoo, and they're gonna ring the fucking bell, and they're gonna get all the medics down there, and they're gonna go back out there, and they're gonna do it that way.
Oh no, Cesaro would have done it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cesaro had his teeth jammed up in his gums and finished that match.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Cesaro was a beast.
Oh, that was a fucking curb stomp, man, on that fucking post.
Turnbuckle.
He bit that.
Now we're all rubbing our teeth. We're like, oh.
I have to say, I enjoyed the Vader Undertaker feud during the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah.
That was when they were slowly introducing Kane, and Paul Bearer went over and joined Vader's side, and him and Taker went at it for a long storyline. Really, really great. Vader's always been, a legend. When you hear legends that pass away in the ring, no matter what they did outside with their personal life, which from what I understand, Vader was nothing but like a stand-up citizen. Yeah, so it's like I said, it's just tragic.
I have a quick rant about this too. I want to say this to WWE. Shame on you. This man wanted to be inducted into your fake Hall of Fame. It meant the fucking world to him. And you guys wouldn't do it. You put other assholes in that didn't deserve to be over him. Yo, like that's some bullshit. This is the bullshit I'm talking about in WWE today. They cherry pick who they celebrate. They cherry pick who the fuck they friggin' tribute to when they die and how it's done. And they do it disrespectfully. Look at how they handled Bobby Heenan.
So I guess Scott pretty much lead us into what we're gonna do here. We're gonna do a 10-bell salute. I'm gonna get off camera for this 10-bell salute. You guys can stay on or get off camera too if you all want to. But yeah, man. Rest in peace, Vader. Prayers and condolences, my man.
Wait, who's playing it? Me or you, Scott?
You are.
You and me play it. I got it. All right. That was the 10-bell salute. Are you guys coming back?
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess that's the end of our show. Any final thoughts before we leave?
Stay cool. Do not go outside unless you have to. It is hot as fuck throughout the country. That's my final thought. Stay safe.
Yeah, up here in Maine. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Indulge and quite a
Oh, I don't want to hear it, Mr. 62 degrees.
It's fucking cold, man. I got pants on today, not shorts. They got chilly. Cutting the fucking glass on my neck to tell you fucking what there, Bubsky.
So I'm gonna let you know that Stoner Bros taking donations, so please give a shout out to Stoner Bros 2. He's willing to take donations. The dude's out. So DM me, slide into those DMs. Other than that, man, catch Lucha Underground. Stay hydrated. Don't drink and drive. And peace, love, and happiness, my friends.
Laters.
Later.